podcast, we definitely discuss healing. We discuss aspects of psychology. We discuss, like, you becoming the best you, mental wellness,
For sure.
health,
Femininity, parenthood, dating
definitely
as
dating.
single parents. And it's from a lens of two psychologists,
Yeah.
So
But also to people who grew up like with both parents, married parents, and then, like, you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, like her
yeah.
siblings and my siblings. So yeah, so it's from that
Looking
perspective
yeah,
as
looking at
that.
life through that lens. So
Yeah.
you're gonna get a whole lot of things from us being women going through life as parents and all of these awesome attributes. But
Yeah.
yes, womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
All right, welcome back. Just posted 2023. We are back. We're back. Their own channel as well. It is popping.
That's crazy.
Look, it's already up and going. Make sure you go to Just Posted, put it in on YouTube, subscribe there. If you listen to audio, you still gonna get it here where you're on the audio side. But if you want to see the visuals, all that good stuff, go to Just Posted on YouTube, or you can go to the SOLC page and then go to Just Posted. They logos right there. Go straight to their page, right on the main page, and subscribe to them as well. So, brothers, how's y'all New Year been?
So far, so good, man. You know what? I take that back. Just with any year, it's gonna be ups and downs. It is early. I want to say RIP to a really good friend of mine from here in St. Louis. Folks that knew him, I can't think of anybody that didn't like him. His name was Kevin Jordan. He passed away on January 4th. He lost his fight to cancer, so that was a really hard.
We thought he had beat it too, man. We thought he had beat it.
Yeah, yep, he had beat it once, and it came back, and it came back super aggressive. Avoid is definitely here in St. Louis, and he'll definitely be missed. Anybody that he knew, he was just a genuine dude, just a genuine guy. And I'm gonna let Doja speak on that too.
Yeah, man. It's when you get older in age, I'm 40. So when it gets old, when you get up in age, and not that you old or whatever, it just hits different because you have this thought that you go see somebody around. You know what I mean? When you say, "All right, I'm gonna see you later. I'm gonna holler at you later. I'm gonna get at you later." And when you find out, that somebody isn't gonna be around or you aren't gonna see them later, you feel like, damn, like that last interaction, how was that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kev, from the time I entered UMSL in 2000, like Buddy was always around everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like from the little rec leagues and fucking at UMSL to the flag football thing, you would have thought it was a real Super Bowl. Like he took it really seriously, and you love that because he brought that level of competition. But yeah, man, like it's sad to see. It's sad to see how cancer can just literally just rip through somebody's body and just suck the life out of them. You see what I'm saying? And and to know he went through that is sad, but at the same time, like the level of peace that man was at. If you follow him, you know him. Or if you talk with him, I'm not saying he was ready. I don't know how you prepare for death, but like he was content with knowing that, yeah, I'm good. So yeah, his funeral is this week, Friday, I believe. So yeah, it'll be there. So definitely rest in peace to my dog KJ, man. I'm gonna miss you, my boy, for real.
Yeah. It's very sombering. Today is my birthday, and it's the first.
Birthday sleep. That's right.
It's probably
gotta go to sleep.
This the first year in about 15 years that Kev ain't hit me up to say happy birthday, and it's really weird because when that stuff is happening every year, you just like that's part for the course. Of course, your people gonna hit you up, but like he was hitting me up before like some of my like brothers. It'd be 12:01 and the message is sent. I'm like, damn, this nigga on it. And it wasn't somebody that I talked to every day, but it was somebody that when I did speak to Kev, it was like we had been talking every day. He was a Niners fan like me. I actually wore this hat, not just because the Niners won, but I wore this fuck Kev. I've been trying to put something on 49ers every day. Because he was, if I'm die hard, he was fucking super die hard. Like he loved the Niners. So hopefully they can win one, get the Super Bowl for you They don't know you, but I'm putting that in the atmosphere. Hopefully they get it for you, big dog. Rest in peace, family. Love you, man.
Yeah, man. It's so bad. You celebrate the end of life by celebrating with life. Like birthdays was definitely had. Sleepy birthday is today. Happy birthday, Sleep. My son
Thank
turned 5.
Happy birthday to
5
5.
yesterday, or on January 6th. So, yeah,
This
man.
close. We was this close.
Yeah,
Boy.
man. Yeah, man. Hey, his older cousin, uncle, whatever, is a Kappa, and their Founders Day is January 5th, and he always like, yo, man, ooh, I'm like, nah, bro, that ain't happening. Nah, I would, hey.
So your son was born the day that they
keep them legs closed till midnight, okay? Till midnight. Listen, he was born on January 6th at 4:51 a.m.
Oh damn! But he shared his birthday now with the treason that went on at the Capitol.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Shout out to We Coming For You, Cass. They got t-shirts coming. You took PTO to commit treason on January 6th. T-shirt coming out soon.
I would like a shirt. I'm gonna get one of them.
That's crazy.
Oh man, I know this ain't even a topic tonight, but anybody who into politics, this fucking shit show that was going on with the Speaker of the House.
Let's go. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, the Republicans won the House. They got the majority. All they need to do is decide who's gonna be the Speaker. Kevin McCarthy, he feel like he deserved it. He been in Congress or in the House of Representatives for a minute. He been trying. The MAGA Republicans, and I'm talking about MAGAs who used to be diehard MAGAs. Trump was even like, go ahead and let Kevin McCarthy get it. They was like, nah, we don't fuck with him.
Nah.
How many votes was it there? Was it 15?
It was 15. No, yeah, 15, but then it got down to like 8.
No. They had to vote like over and
over.
Oh,
you talking about how many votes? It was 13. It was 13.
Bro, I could have sworn. Google that real quick. I could have sworn it was 15. 13 or 15 before he finally got enough votes to be the Speaker. It was fucking something. 2 Republicans almost got into it. Matt Gaetz was talking shit. Another Republican ran up on him and had to get snatched up.
It is 15, Sleep. Yeah, you were right. It is 15.
He had to get snatched up. He was about to grab Matt Gaetz by the neck. They snatched him up, grabbed him all by the face. It was loving fucking hip hop. Washington, D.C. That shit was epic. That shit looked like Royal Rumble or fucking the Real World type shit. And they old grown ass white men acting a fucking fool.
So I mean, and this is my question. You Sleep is our political analyst on here in this our political section of just posted. Do you think that this Trump split of the Republican Party of your traditional conservative Republicans and the Trumpians, which is a whole different thing, which I think is an off split, in my opinion, of the Tea Party to a certain extent? Like, I feel like that's kind of in the same line, those Tea Party cats.
Yeah.
Do you think that this is messing up the Republican Party even more?
So for McCarthy to get voted in, he had to make deals with those other guys that don't necessarily, that are super far right. McCarthy he's a Republican, but he's for the most part harmless. Like he harmless. Matt Gaetz and those other guys, they're the troublemakers. So to even get enough votes, he had to basically make deals. He's going to give them great committee chairs. They're going to change some of the rules on if the House Speaker could get voted out in the middle of his term. Like, he had to make a lot of concessions that makes him very weak. He's going to be a very weak speaker. And I mean, I'm never rooting for Republicans ever, but it was a shit show. It was a clown show. And it was watching it with Black Twitter was fantastic. We were having a ball, but just sitting back and looking at, like, this is how the country's supposed to run. They couldn't even swear the new members in because the speaker swears them in.
Yeah, shout out to one of my friends, St. Louis resident. She's now the congressman out of Dallas, Jasmine Crockett, one of my best friends growing up. She was telling me, she was like, "Yo, nigga, I ain't been sworn in yet." Like, she told me, I've been here for like a week. I ain't been sworn in yet though. I was like, because I was like, "Congratulations, Congresswoman." She was like, "I ain't been sworn in yet." I was like, and that's when she was like, "Yeah, the Speaker of the House thing," and that's when I found out what was going down.
And shout out to the new minority leader, man. First time a brother has been
and his name
in a leadership position in the House of Representatives ever. So
is his name
Hakeem Jeffries. And boy, he got a little Obama in him. He might be having a little more juice because he's from New York.
He got a little bop. He got a little swag to him, don't he?
Got a little swag to him. When he did his speech, he did the ABCs. He went through all the letters of the alphabet, like going through. I was like, okay. Like, I was like, damn, this nigga owned it. So I wish him success. Hopefully they only need 6 Republicans to vote with them. So hopefully some of the 9 crazy Republicans can help get some stuff pushed through.
But they got Manchin on their side that'll fuck around too, though.
No. So Manchin
is a senator. I'm sorry.
He's in the Senate, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have the majority in the Senate. So or when I say we, Democrats have the majority. So the House is gonna be where shit get kind of fucked up.
That's where the bills get started at.
Yeah. But anywho, that's my political spiel for the day.
Another rest in peace, man. Before we go forward, Gangsta Boo, man, of 3-6 Mafia.
Yes,
passed their time in their home.
Shit, and then the reporter, Barbara Walters.
Barbara Walters too.
Yeah, man. New Year came in swinging.
It did, man.
Yeah, I mean, the scary part, 3-6 Mafia's lost like 4 or 5 members before 50 years old.
Who else is?
Lord Infamous is dead. Coops the nigga is dead. Skinny Pimp is dead. Now Gangsta Boo, that's 4.
Yeah.
So that's 4 right there. I think, and it might be somebody else I'm forgetting, but they got like 4 or 5 members that are dead.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, R.I.P.
Lord Infamous is DJ Paul's brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was this before the New Year? Or did it happen after?
Right after the New Year.
No. Someone else passed away, and I'm so sorry I can't remember their name. But was he a part of Earth, Wind, and Fire, or like?
Oh. Yeah. The drummer of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah.
Yeah. So R.I.P. And sorry that I didn't know your name, but Earth, Wind, and Fire is like a part of the soundtrack to my life. I fucks with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Hey, I fucks with them.
I don't know your name, but you know what I'm saying. My word can reach you in the heavens.
I mean, I don't know a lot of people in bands' names. Like I don't know the nigga playing the drums, the nigga playing the guitar. My bad, but I know the lead singer. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of diss to him. I'm literally like, when I found out he had passed, I was like, damn. So I'm human. I don't remember everything, but R.I.P. to that gentleman.
All right, let's jump in, man. Let's talk about let's go into the Devin Hamlin, man, from the Buffalo Bills.
That's scary, bro.
We thought we might have saw a man die on the field. So
yeah, I say that because I don't think, and again, the NFL is a billion-dollar business. At the end of the day, it's gonna keep going. Clearly, because we opened the show like with the 49ers doing their thing, right? Like they're giving the tributes, they're giving they're showing the love. Like he has over close to $10 million, I think, in the goal of $2,500 for the kids of what his program or whatever was. But the reality is that nobody has said it that I've heard. That man died on that field. You said it right, D. Like he was dead. When your heart stops, you're dead. There's nothing going on. So like for him to be where he is just a testament of just for me anyway, how good God is and how good prayer works. But at the same time, like it's a reality of how real that sport of football is. Like it's I mean, any sport has its, baseball when you're a pitcher, hockey, basketball, I mean, whatever, but like it's a real contact head-on like sport to knock a nigga head off respectfully when you playing football. And to see that was just a regular That wasn't even no like, you know what I mean? We done seen some hits. Sleepy, I know done seen some hits. Daryl, I'm sure you done seen some hits. I done seen some hits. That was a regular little tag. I mean, he threw his shoulder in him, but that wasn't nothing on some like, I'm trying to, end your life. It's just a reality of like there's a real. I mean, you can gauge. We're gonna change the hit zones and we're gonna change how we tackle. In the heat of a game, when you got a season on the line, you're not thinking about like I'm going to tackle Daryl. I'm not thinking about let me tackle him at a 45-degree angle so I can make sure that his neck is okay. I'm going to take the nigga head off. That's the game. You see what I'm saying? And it's crazy to think that that's just what it is. But it's business and we into it. You see what I'm saying? We finna watch this shit for the next couple of weeks because the playoffs start next weekend, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm glad he's loud. I hope he does not play again. I hope there's been talks that maybe practice, coaching, some shit like that. We'll look out for him. He gets his money. That's beautiful that the NFL has done that. But there was also something that was brought up that was interesting. That was like, yo, did the NFL, because there's a lot of players, and I'm not going to take this whole thing. I'm sorry. There's a lot of players, obviously, that are going through mental struggles, physical struggles, all that, right? That are begging for their money, for their compensation, retirement, or whatever. They guaranteed that D Ham is going to get his money, which is amazing, right? But on First Take, they were talking about how, like, yo, like, there's a bunch of other players that want that same kind of recognition that didn't almost die on the field, but literally have guns to their head because they got voices in their heads. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a real conversation about how CTE is running rampant and your body can only take so many kind of hits. But I ain't go cloud the whole subject. My bad. Go ahead, Sleep.
I'm gonna start off with talking about D Ham. It's a blessing that not only is he did he live or did they bring him back, but the medical team that got out there, they saved that man. Of course, God as well, but God through using them, they saved him. Mm-hmm. They acted quickly. They saw something was wrong, and they didn't hesitate to do everything they could to make sure he was okay. So the first responders, shout out to them because it looked like a routine hit. It didn't look like anything malicious. It didn't look like dude that stood up and everything, and then he collapsed. So it was just everybody thought he was just winded at first. I've seen that happen all the time. You get hit in your sternum, you got adrenaline, but then that wind is knocked out of you. You got to lay down, for a second. But like he was down, so he was blessed. And they say I don't know what y'all believe in. I'm not talking about y'all too, but I'm talking about folks that's watching and listening. But hey, my man had a guardian angel, or the energy in the atmosphere was good, or the ancestors, whatever you believe in. Yeah. I'm happy my man is
see
good.
That live, bro. That was different. I ain't gonna lie. Like you see hits, right? You've seen people, and like let me not downgrade or downplay what it looks like when somebody gets hit and their fingers all like cramp up like this. They're sitting here like this for a minute. That shit is scary to look at. But to see that man live television, right? Like, and I don't know if you've seen the video. If you haven't, it's on Google. Unfortunately, people was re-showing that shit a lot. And like he stood up. Like he fixed his gloves, and that was a wrap. That boy was out. If they wouldn't have acted how they acted, you would have had a whole person die on live television. And that's the reality of the sport. You see what I'm saying? I mean, shit, you had in the Gervonta Davis fight, that man said, yo, I'm done. Like, I can't see right now. That boy got hit so hard in his head he couldn't see. But that's the kind of shit that we go
I just saw it was a TKO, so that's what happened. I didn't know what happened. I just saw it was a TKO.
Yeah, he said, and please correct me if I'm saying something wrong, but that's what I read was that that boy got hit in the head so hard that he was like, I can't see, I can't go on, like I'm not going on. So I mean, again, this is real time sports, and I mean, D Ham, like I hope that he gets the recognition that he deserves. But I do hope also that, what I'm saying, it's a light that's shed on other players that, because, that have given their bodies, right, for this recognition, and some that they ain't even get no ring. You see what I'm saying?
So I'm really torn. Because no one's forcing them to play football. That's a choice that they made.
Right, you're right.
Like, it's a choice that you make knowing the dangers of it.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, concussions and CTE has been out there for at least a decade at this point. Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't the 70s where there had been no studies or they was pretending like it wasn't happening. Like, at this point, you know that you can get a concussion. You know that you can retire, because a football career isn't that long unless you're a quarterback. It's not that many. It's like 4 or 5 years.
Kicker or punter too.
What'd you say? Yeah,
a kicker or a punter too.
Like a career span for most players isn't a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you get 10 years in football, you are a superstar, or you different.
Outside of receiver or quarterback.
So yeah, so Doja, I'm just reading here from it was Luis Garcia. He said he quote said, "I didn't know where I was when he hit me with that shot. My head still hurts. I couldn't see, but my vision is back."
That's fucking crazy, bro.
That's
fucking crazy. That's live television, my nigga. Like, he sat his ass down, was like, "Yo, I can't even like." And I mean, shit. I mean, you love to see it, but at the same time, like, how this man finna feel in like 5 years? You saw what happened to Ali. You see what I'm saying? That shit real. Your body is not made to take hits like that. But that's the sport that we in. You know what I'm saying? That's what we tune in for. I ain't mean to cut you off. So you was talking.
No, you're good. You know
what I'm saying? I think overall, man, like, again, I don't know what the outcome's gonna be with football. They keep talking about in years to come, football is gonna be just it's gonna be watered down, and this ain't what it is. But I mean, like, at the same time, like, kind of going off what Sleepy said, like, nobody's forcing you to play. But shit,
football, it's already. I mean, this is not the football of the 80s. It's definitely not the football.
I'm sure you got some players from the 90s, like, nigga, D Ham. That shit happens every day. Where my check at? You see what I'm saying? That nigga got guaranteed $4 million. I'm still waiting on my shit. You see what I'm saying?
That's the first time something like that has happened. That it wasn't like a concussion, or it wasn't a bone break.
That
like it wasn't
died on the field, dog.
So I mean, this is a unique situation.
That's the first time.
That's the first time that I can think about it. I'm pretty sure that they actually stopped the game and postponed it, and then ended up canceling it.
The doctor asked, like, the shit was so crazy, right? The doctor asked the players, "I need y'all to circle around," because people in the stands, naturally, I mean, if I was in the stands, I'd be like, "Oh, what's going on? Let me get my phone out." You see what I'm saying? Let me record this shit. Let's see what's going on. I don't know the severity of the situation because it's not touching my emotions. So I'm just here for the game. Somebody's knocked the fuck out on the ground. Not realizing, no, this motherfucker's dead. Like, he's dead. They got
thankfully he still had brain function. They got him back, his heart pumping before he lost his brain function. Because he's talking,
and that's a matter of seconds.
Because he's cognizant, he's talking, the breathing tube is out.
See, I got a question for you, bro.
This could be much worse.
I got a question for you. So, well, you a big brother. So, and you got a daughter, but if I can't say if, because you play.
No, I'm gonna be real. If I had a son,
if it was ability where your daughter, I'm not gonna say her name because I know security, whatever, but if your daughter was able to play football at an elite level, would you be like, yeah, go ahead and play?
No, and I'm being honest. I wouldn't even steer my son toward football.
Yeah,
I like to watch football. I didn't like to play football. I did play football.
Crazy? We love to watch it. Like again.
I mean, it's the same thing with boxing and MMA. And I ain't trying to get.
I wrestled.
Yeah,
but I didn't want to do MMA. I have a brother. My brother does MMA.
Yeah,
yeah. That's a decision that he made to do. He grown, and he's good.
Has he ever experienced any hits like that where he like, yo, I had to come to for a second. I was out cold.
No, but he's had a slew of injuries, like a slew.
Yeah,
messed up shoulder, torn rotator cuff, messed up
you know
orbital.
the irony of it. You know the irony of all this, fellas. So we was at my uncle's house, and my uncle loved football. He gave Nile a football. He got like little like fake little tackle things in his backyard. So he sent me the video. He gives Nile the football. Now naturally. Ooh, I got a foot. I'm sorry. It was his birthday this weekend. I got balloons all over my house. So sorry. Clearly I'm a dad. He was holding on to the football. He doing drills. He like, okay, now shuffle your feet. Okay, now tackle. Naturally, my nigga. I saw that video. I was like, damn. That's the.
You need to put him in soccer right now, though.
Bro, but that's the thing. Like, let's say I put him in football, and I'm talking about to the roof. He go crazy with it. In the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, I can't even imagine what to have. He said they said his mother had to calm down first to come down to ride with her son to the hospital. Can you? We're all dads in here. Can you imagine what that shit is like? If you had to get a call, I ain't gonna put that on y'all. I'm just saying, like, that would be something I don't even want to experience, bro. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, that's again, we go all day on that. I ain't trying to hold it up.
No. I think the NFL, again, unless they start playing flag football, they've already changed the hit zones. You can only hit within certain zones. They've already changed rules when it comes to hitting the quarterback, or like the rules have drastically changed from when I was a kid. It's a more fast-paced game. The scores are higher. It seems to be less season-ending injuries, because I remember back in the day, it used to be some.
I mean, think about when Lawrence Taylor almost ended Joe Theismann's life on that hit. Like, I mean, because his whole hip turned around, like literally. He literally went like almost like where his feet was behind him, his whole body. Like Lawrence Taylor, I mean, he was a demon like on the field, but like he literally pulled his body fully around almost, where he was this way and his legs was behind him.
Has there been any talk also?
Like Lawrence Taylor was crying. Lawrence Taylor was crying because of the way he hit that dude.
Yeah, how like Lawrence Taylor, like obviously the ultimate linebacker. Like, where is he at now? I don't even know. I'd have to Google to find out, but like, and when I say where is he at, not like he's somewhere in Massachusetts. I mean, like,
he got jammed up. Like, was maybe about a little bit before all our kids was born. With the prostitute, with the young prostitute, right?
Oh, that's right. Is he got in jail?
No. I think he got out of it somehow. But
I guess what I'm
LT's still living. But he is still living. Is that what y'all saying?
Yeah, he's still with them.
I guess what I'm saying is, like, where is he at physically? Like, you know what I mean? Or mentally after all this shit is done. Because after them lights go off, you can have millions, but the only people enjoying the millions is the motherfuckers who ain't crazy enough to, you know what I'm saying, that ain't in their head
themselves.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yes,
I mean, you got guys like Elway who went on to be, an executive. Shannon Sharp would be a guy, he's on First Take. Ryan Clark. A lot of football players transition out of the sport, and as far as we know, 5 years, 15 years after retirement seem to be okay. Gotcha. Then there are those that, get CTE and are not okay. So, it's rough. And I think Shannon Sharp would
he would transition into the Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp as you.
Yeah. I mean, Shannon and Sterling, if given the chance to not play football, would still play football. You know what I'm saying? Like they still would have played.
Yeah. Also, quick pivot. Hey man, listen. Me and Sleepy agree on a lot of things, and we disagree on a lot of things. We agree in basketball with the New York Knicks. We agree in college football with the motherfucking Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen. I'm trying to bring it to myself, bring it to forgive myself of forgiving this kicker that oh Jesus, that just like I would have been cool. I would have been okay if the kick would have went straight, but it wouldn't have made it to the goalpost, right? It would have just been short. My nigga was on 70 and kicked that bitch to 40. Like, I don't even understand. Like, How you even, it would have been so amazing because nobody thought we was going to beat Georgia. Nobody thought we could hang. I'm not going to lie. The only person on this podcast for Ohio State that thought that they could hang is motherfucking Eric Lorenzo Dillon Jr. I was on the phone like, Sleepy, I just want a competitive game. That nigga said to me in our quote, hey, bro, listen, Doja, how you going to be a fan of a team and you think we going to lose? I was like, because he's like, we have a championship against Alabama, nigga. I don't need your energy. I'm like, you're right.
I didn't need that.
Listen.
And seriously, I came to terms with it. In the moment, hot.
Oh my gosh.
It took me about 15 minutes to calm down.
I said my New Year's Eve. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. I was so pissed, bro. Oh, we could have beat Georgia. We would have beat TCU. I'm just putting that out there.
But this is why I was okay with it. The future is bright for Ohio State.
I don't like that shit, Sleepy.
All the offensive weapons that we have are coming back.
Not the quarterback. He gone, ain't he?
No, I'm talking the weapons. The weapons.
What you call his son leaving, ain't he?
No.
The old buddy who got
Marvin Harrison's son. They don't leave. Football players don't leave after freshman year or like that.
Who's the receiver?
It's illegal. Bro? You can't leave. You can't go to a junior or 21 years old.
I don't think he's a freshman though. He's a sophomore, right?
But you still can. It's a junior.
I thought it was sophomore year.
No, it's not the NBA. It's not the NBA.
You got to be a junior, or you got to be 3 years in college. So
I got another quick side segue question. What y'all think about the motherfucking playoffs getting extended to motherfucking 12 teams? Now Iowa State can actually make it in the playoff.
Oh my God, that's true, and that's the reason I'm happy about it.
Ohio State's always in the mix, so it don't bother me at all. We'll be all right.
I hate you, Doja.
Hey, shout out Iowa State, man.
Hey, we just knocked off TCU at their crib. We 3-0 in the Big 12, baby.
Hey, go Iowa State. What's y'all mascot again? Tornadoes. Tornadoes.
Don't act like what.
What's up, y'all? This is RVS.
This is ROD, aka Rated R.
And we are the We Coming For You cast. And we talk about pro wrestling from a black dude's perspective. Tell them what they can expect on this here podcast.
Oh, we gonna give you all the raw and dirty and everything black from AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, and any other wrestling in between. If you want your wrestling unfiltered, uncensored, and you want it raw, you need to subscribe to the We Come For You cast.
Right here on SOLC Network.
Was it Bring 'Em On? What was like the tornadoes or whatever?
Bro, we can't really down on it with the Buckeyes. Like, we can't really join on nobody.
What you mean we can't join? Listen, if we would have made that field goal, that would have changed our whole dynamic of Ohio State University.
It's the Ohio State already. Like, we are Ohio State is a made fuck. This is the energy you're doing.
I see what you're doing.
We aren't fucking no diss to Iowa State or nobody.
We are no fucking Iowa State.
We are the fucking Ohio State.
Yeah, Sleepy.
That shit don't change nothing for us. We gonna be in the fucking mix. We in the fucking mix,
nigga.
God damn it. Hey,
yeah. How about that for them tornadoes, nigga?
No, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you with this bad energy. You bring
what I do.
That could have changed the whole.
I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie about it. I was nervous. Yeah, I was nervous.
Guess who else was nervous? Guess who else was nervous?
I'm gonna tell you what, though. If he would have made the fucking field goal, nigga, we be talking big shit, nigga.
I'm talking big shit now. Win, lose, or draw. I am a fan. Win, lose, or draw. I'm talking shit. We'll be back next year.
Sleepy.
That's the difference.
Sleepy.
My energy is we are the shit, no matter fucking what.
So how many times you went back and watched that field goal?
I didn't.
You a good motherfucker, because I went back and watched that motherfucker 4 different times. Like, you motherfucker. It's in your average, nigga. Your average is 55.
I said, and I quote, if that was me, I'd have missed that motherfucker too. And said, there it is. And I can't get mad at nobody. If I can't do the shit myself, I'm like,
field goal kicker, Sleepy. I'm not gonna let you do that. You know why? Because you're not a field goal kicker, Sleepy. You know what? No. Let me say this. I'm gonna tell you what I know because I've known Sleepy since 2000. Since 2000. If Sleepy was a corner, safety, small linebacker on that team, and let's say he was on Ohio State, and let's say he was on there when that kicker missed that field goal. Let's say they got the same lockers next to each other. I bet you any amount of money, Sleepy like, that nigga can't sit next to me, dog. Hey, you move your shit.
I would have been a 20-year-old me.
Don't do that.
40 years.
Keep in mind,
Sleepy, you would have not consoled him.
Coach, Sleepy has previously said that he wouldn't, if he would have got money before a certain age, he wouldn't have survived 3 years. So we didn't know what 20-year-old Sleepy would have been like.
So I'm letting you know.
Hey, man,
yes, you're right. If I was in college
right now,
playing for that team,
was a savage. I want y'all to hear me out there. I don't care who see this. 20-year-old Sleepy was a savage, legendary. Hey, put the words on the bottom of the screen, Daryl. Legendary. Y'all don't even understand. Hey, dog. Legendary.
What's funny is 20-year-old me was also vice president of the Collegiate Democrats. So it's two sides to me.
You see what you trying to do? You see what you trying to do? You see what you trying to do? Hey, legendary. Hey, one thing for certain, two things for sure. You gotta go to sleep.
Hey, you know what's funny? I didn't even take my first drink till I was 21. It was after Al Gore lost.
Right,
no, I worked on that campaign. No, I'm not bullshit.
I remember that.
I worked on that damn Al Gore campaign, and then they had to do the fucking hating and Chad and all that bullshit. And I finally was like, I got to drink now. Like I gave up. I say, well, I guess I'm drinking. And then that is the truth. If Al Gore wins, I might not be drinking now.
Skip Bayless, man. What y'all think about the Skip Bayless situation with him? Comments by Hamlin.
So, when I first read the tweet, I was instantly upset because it's not always what you say. Sometimes it's how you say it, and sometimes it's about the timing of when you say something. That
and his track record too. It's his track record.
Yeah. True. When I broke the tweet down and I read the two tweets that came before it, because it's a series of 3 tweets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
He started off praying for the young man, and like if he just didn't do the last tweet, I don't think nobody has anything negative to say about Skip. The first 2 tweets, perfect fucking tweets, perfect. Mm-hmm. Last tweet, wrong time. When I reread it the next day, after he had gotten to the hospital and he was breathing, he had the breathing tube, but I knew he was gonna. It seemed like he would live. Mm-hmm. I said, let me go back and reread this tweet without emotions. And I read the tweet and I was like, it's not as fucked up as I thought it was, but it's insensitive still, and it's just not the time to do it. Like, it's not the time. There's a time and place for that type of shit, and the only person that would do that is Skip. Based on his track record, I didn't see anybody else in ESPN or Fox News even bringing that shit up 15 minutes after it happened. Like I was like, bro, why did you do that so early? So, I was like, intent or not, you have been in journalism for longer than I've been alive. Yeah. You should fucking know better. Skip should know better. Like, I just felt like he should know better. He shouldn't have did that shit.
Yeah. And I think that and just going off what Creepy said, like when you talk about these different like people and how things, when I say people, these different reporters, like everything's about going viral. Like I could say something crazy, Steve could say something crazy, this shit go viral. Daryl could say something like, Iowa State Cyclones are gonna win like the national championship for football. Like he could say some crazy shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like some shit that you never know is gonna happen at all, ever at all in life. But you know what I'm saying?
You ride with that. I'm gonna let you keep going up. We'll keep going.
I say that to say like that's where I hold Skip Bayless. Right? Because you think about it, like, he went to do his own show because Stephen A literally was like taking over everything. Like Stephen A, he brought Stephen A on the show. Stephen A like literally like excelled all of that shit and ended up taking the show for himself. He went to start his own shit to try to do something else with Shannon Sharp. But what he didn't realize was Shannon Sharp is his own man. Shannon Sharp is like, I do this because I like talking about like sports. I don't need this money. I've been good. I'm gonna always be good. Like I'm straight. So when you talk about like how, you know, Skip kind of teeters that line, it's kind of like that one white person, right? Who wears Jordans and thinks like they know the culture, but it's like you're not, you don't know what you're talking about. You're talking out the side of your neck just because you're talking off pure like emotion or what you think you know. Like kind of how Sleep talked about how like Skip has never met LeBron James, but yet he goes on and on and on and on and on about how
he built his career. He built the Skip
career
legacy.
off so like
the Skip we know was built on LeBron James' back.
Yeah, it's not that I'm not surprised that he would say something like that. It's more so that you definitely know better. You definitely know better. So I don't know why you would even thought that was okay. And I don't know also why you're surprised that so many NFL players are coming at your head like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like you know this, like y'all know this is one of those, y'all know me, y'all know what I meant. No, nigga, I know you and I know what you types. You see what I'm saying? So I take that as
it's the situation really. The NFL is a brotherhood. Like anything.
You're not gonna get rid of him.
But no, Skip, one, he works for Fox. Mm-hmm. Fox ain't getting rid of Skip.
They ain't getting rid of him.
Yeah.
They ain't paying too much money.
Facts.
But no, I mean, it's really fucked up, but positive and or negative press brings eyes
there you go.
to the product.
There you
so
go.
The next day when Shannon didn't show up and Skip did the show by itself, those ratings were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Because people want to see, it's really fucked up. People want to see, is he going to apologize? Is he going to get fired? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the segment of people who didn't see no issue with what he said. Yeah. So they watching to support. And you got the other folks who don't realize if you don't interact with the tweet, if you don't keep retweeting it, if you don't watch the show, that's what you should do. But when you interact with the shit, it magnifies it more.
Yeah.
Every time you do a quote tweet or some shit, or you comment, now your follower see what you did. And if you are a celebrity doing that shit, now people who might not even watching the game know what happened. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp missed the next day. He just wasn't in the right mindset to go.
Yeah. Right.
Skip did the whole show by himself. Just Skip. Next day, Shannon comes back. Of course, people want to know what Shannon thinks about it. Shannon's doing his monologue, and in his monologue was like he wished that Skip would have just deleted the tweet. And Skip interrupts his monologue to talk. And Shannon got fed up. He said, "You're not going to even let me do my monologue." Mm-hmm. You always, it's tension there. The tension was there before this. Mm-hmm. This may be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I don't know. I think Shannon is good at his job.
I'll cut you off. My fault. Go ahead.
Yeah. If he wanted to, he probably could go to ESPN after his contract is up.
Or building off what Sleepy said. That Club Shay Shay podcast.
I was just gonna say that shit's cracking though already.
Yeah, this isn't something that I don't know his pockets. I know he richer than me, but what I will say is that this isn't something that like he's like, yeah, I need this. I'm betting on this. I'm banking on this. Nigga, I can come here and talk sports and then go home to my multi-million-dollar mansion and be good. Like I'm sponsored by Hennessy. Like LeBron got me on his back pocket. Like I'm good. I'm good. I could go to them they call it the 4 letters, ESPN, if I wanted to. Like I'm good for that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. It's just when it comes to Skip, what I've learned from just his actions, I can only judge that man off of his by what he says on TV. I don't know him personally. That like he says things to be like, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna tease, I'm gonna tip the table a little bit, see what happens. He got bit.
Now, Skip is like, and this is fucked up. I think Shannon is Shannon. I think he's himself
all the time.
I think Skip plays a character.
Great.
Like watching Love and Hip Hop and watching Young Jock do ridiculous shit that you like. Ain't no way that you would do that dumb shit in real life.
Perfect.
But Young Jock he's playing a character. Reality shows are scripted.
Perfect example of what Stevie talking about. Like the Jordans came out, the new 11s came out, which are fire, by the way. He posted a picture with him wearing the new 11s, right? And I say that to say, what Jordans mean to the culture, not Michael Jordan per se, but just what Jordans mean to the culture. Every one of us has a favorite pair of Jordans. Mine's are 11s or 1s, however you want to put that. But the reality is that for him to do something like that, he knows where that's going to be going to. He knows where that's going to be retweeted, screenshotted, shared, etc. So, like what Sleepy said, like he know what he's doing. He just got bit this time. He ain't think he was gonna get bit like it was.
Yeah, shit. You know what? Fuck it. The show's still coming on. I'm interested to see what happens to Shannon, but I haven't watched it. After the monologue situation, I said, you know what? I'm not helping the situation by even watching this shit. Mm-hmm. So the rest of the week, I just didn't look at it. So I usually DVR it. I turned the DVR off. I don't really like. Oh my god!
First Take.
I don't really like First Take either. Because
I fuck with First Take. I'm gonna tell you what. I like First Take because of Ron Clark and because of what's the other dude? The bald headed dude with the glasses. Damn, what's his name? What's his name? Bald headed dude with the glasses. He from like Louisiana, something like that. He went to LSU.
I know what you're talking about. I don't watch the show. But
who? Booger McFarland?
No. Come on, you know him. I'm not whatever. But
they come on at the same. They come on at the same time, and I was watching it disputed because
what I'm talking about. I'm glad his name though.
But yeah, Stephen A. Smith is also playing a character to me at this point. So I
think so.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
So I will put to you like this: when Skip was on the show, Skip was anti-LeBron. Stephen A. was a fan of LeBron. Skip leaves. Stephen A. became Skip. Stephen A. He literally became Skip. Stephen A. is the Skip Bayless because I want to correct something. Stephen A. was doing big things, but Stephen A. didn't take their show from Skip. Fox just offered Skip money and not Stephen A. Skip left because he wanted to. That was still his show. And they had to put Stephen A. in that position. And there's no diss to Stephen A. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. But like Fox, Skip never got fired. They didn't take the show. Skip signed a new contract and left. Like so, and now Stephen A. is Skip. He plays that role. Yeah. He always saying some controversial shit.
Yeah.
Dana White slapped his wife.
Woo, we ain't even getting to that.
On fucking camera.
All right,
we
here now. Let me put those in the notes. We here now.
So. I want to address that. Stephen A. goes on and he's like, yeah, he shouldn't have did that. He should be punished. And then him and I don't know if her name is Molly or what the fuck the girl name is. They go on to say, but we know Dana White, and that's not like him. And he had been drinking, and they made excuses for the shit. Like it's on the show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like that's some bullshit.
That makes sense.
Because if a brother does something like that, white media don't fucking make no excuses for that shit. And Molly is a person of color, and fucking Stephen A.'s a black man. And the fucking make excuses for that Dana White shit.
But then they said like they were saying like, oh, she hit on him too first or something.
She hit him first. I mean, the thing about it is, I think the thing with Dana White's situation is, no matter what the case is, like no matter if a woman comes slap me right now, right? Unless she like Ronda Rousey or something, like I know that, you know what I'm saying, like I'm stronger than that woman. You see what I'm saying? Like he slapped her back after he slapped her. But I mean, at the same time, that's when you even talk about, you know, the retaliation and stuff like that. Like the part where he was like, I know him personally. I know this isn't his character. But at the same time,
he did it.
The follow-up should have been like, but you still did what you did. You see what I'm saying? You still hit that woman. You still put your hands on that woman. Like, there's no excuse for that. Now, granted, with Dana White, that's it. The UFC is his. So I don't know how you put your own self on timeout. Do you trust your shareholders? I don't know none of that. All I'm saying is, like, the reality is it's on national television. Like, the reality is, like, the media will pick and choose what we focus on. Brett Favre is still somewhere sitting very happily knowing that he took millions of dollars away from the state of Mississippi.
So I'm torn on that too, but I'm gonna get to that in a second. Because Brett Favre is a current sports person. So the news should be talking about Brett Favre, not necessarily ESPN. Brett Favre has been retired for damn near a decade. Mm-hmm. The NFL can't do shit to Brett Favre. Like he's fucking retired.
Yeah. Facts.
Like he's not playing a fucking sport. I don't want to see that shit. I watch regular real news. That shit should be on fucking MSNBC, Fox News, like CNN.
What's your thoughts on it? The fact that it's not though.
I mean, I hate to say it. He's a white wealthy man. Mm-hmm. White wealthy men don't get the same fucking shit. White men, period, don't get the same fucking news coverage as people. Fuck people. Fuck that. As black people, black people will cover shit. Piss me off too. Like I'm politically correct most of the time, but black people get shitted on worse than anybody else in the media. I'm not going to include no other races in that. They got to fight their own battles on this one. Black people, we get shitted on. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
I'll use Jerry Jones as an example. Stephen A was fucking making excuses for that shit, for him being at the fucking rally too. Or when the kids was trying to integrate schools. Mm-hmm. I get sick of fucking black people in these positions of quote unquote power just doing what the powers that be tell them to.
Yeah.
Or I hate to say it, that may be how he feels. But that's a character flaw to me. Because if roles were reversed, they wouldn't do that same shit for you. If Stephen A. Smith slapped somebody and it came out, Will Smith slapped somebody. Nobody was like, that's not in Will Smith's character.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
They ain't do that shit. And he slapped another man. Dana White slapped his wife. And they made all the fucking excuses in the world. So I just don't like that shit. Yeah. I might get some negative comments for not liking that shit. Fuck UFC.
I mean, did y'all see about the U.S. soccer team with Greg Berhalter? He supposedly kicked his wife back in 1990. I don't know if you heard about this. So like this was funny, but it ain't funny because of what happened. But it's funny about how came out. Mm-hmm. So Berhalter's wife is best friends with Gio Reyna, who was a player on the team. Mm-hmm. His parents also are the dads are friends too. So it'd be like me and Doja. Our kids we played ball together. We both was on the Celtics. Let's say we was both on the Celtics, and we went to the Olympics together. We balled out. We did our thing. I ended up becoming the head coach of the U.S. national team. 5 is a young recruit that's dope. He comes to play on the basketball team. Mm-hmm. I let him come all the way out there, and I don't play him. Or whatever. Pops gets mad and Moms gets mad, drops something that happened back in 1990. But no, actually, let me take a step back. He actually started it first, though. So I went to a TED Talk, and I was like, yeah, I had some players that were disgruntled and everything. We was thinking about sending somebody back, but he was young. We got to keep him in the fold. But everybody knew he's talking about Gio Reyna, their son.
Yeah.
So then the mom comes out, drops dime to the U.S. men's national team and says, well, you know he beat on his wife in 1990. He kicked her at a club when they were in college.
Yeah.
I need to look into that. And that's where we at right now. So he's suspended right now.
Again,
he went through counseling. Like it's all documented. He went through counseling with his wife.
That's the thing, though. Like again,
it's messed up because Reyna let his parents do his dirty work.
But going off of what Sleepy said, like the media, what the fuck? The media is gonna pick and choose what they slash onto. Like truthfully, like think about it. Like everything that quote unquote, as Lil Duval say, they cared about. The majority of it, maybe for the most part, you saw on the internet or you saw on media. You see what I'm saying? Like, because, and I don't want to make it sound like it's not serious, because you don't have an actual video of it, you can only recall certain things, it might not get as much traction once like it hits the reasons as to why this is now just getting brought up. Because
But it's only getting brought up because somebody got mad about their son not playing.
But it's still assault. Assault is still assault.
But no, he literally went through it. It's out there, so it wasn't like it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. He's still
so in that situation. If you did some shit when you were young that was dumb as fuck, and it comes out when you're an adult,
he was 20 years old in college.
No, you have to. The best way to fucking do that shit is to fucking admit it, own up to it, show that you fucking did the steps. If he already
motherfucking sleepy.
If he went through counseling already,
come on,
like anger management.
He's married to. They're married now.
No, I'm saying if you put all that on the table and let people, you can't control what's gonna come out, and you human. We all have done dumb shit before. I've never done no dumb shit like that, but I've done some dumb shit. I've done other dumb shit that I would never. I love politics, but I knew I couldn't be a politician. If some shit came out from college, I would be fucking ruined. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do that shit because I know what I have done, and we have to be smart enough to know what we've done, be remorseful of the shit that we've done if it was bad, and move on. And you gotta. Charles Barkley, it was the king of that shit. I threw that man through the window. I shouldn't have. Shit, my bad. If he says something crazy, I'll do it again. But my bad. Just own the shit. Just own it. I mean, you got when you lie about the shit, this is what goes wrong. You lie about it, then more evidence come out, or it wasn't camera in there. Even if it's grainy, it come out, or other people who was there who aren't as famous as you want to pull you down. So they be like, yeah, that shit did happen. Don't lie. I did it. It was wrong. I was young. My fault. And even before this came out, I already went to anger management. You can call the people. I already went to like marriage counseling. You can call the people. I knew it was wrong before y'all said it was wrong. It's not wrong because y'all know it was wrong. And I did things to rectify it. That's how grown people should do shit. But we don't do that. We lie. Or make up, or make excuses.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you a true story. So, and I said this on the show before, and I always use this. Chris Brown beat up on Rihanna. Chris Brown was going through a lot of media turmoil in the aftermath. Chris Brown had an album coming out. Sleepy said, "In my car." He said, "This is being handled terribly," and I was like, "What you mean?" Sleepy gave. I'm gonna tell Sleepy. I want his Sleepy's words to put that spin on it. Sleepy gave a whole breakdown of what Chris Brown should have done in the act that get his name right, get back on good graces. Sleepy, what'd you tell me in that car, bro?
First thing he should have did was apologize.
First,
no excuses. No, she hit me first. None of that shit. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. And because I know I shouldn't have done that, I wasn't raised that way. I'm going to go to anger management and I'm going to go get counseling to make sure that something like this never happens again.
And then what?
I am going to take the proceeds of my album and donate them to not only battered women's shelters, also help them get phones and things like that, because a lot of times the guys who are beating them they have that.
And then what?
And I'm gonna go on concerts and make sure I bring some of those women to the concert to show everybody that I am truly sorry. And anybody that's a fan of mine needs to know that they shouldn't follow in my footsteps. This is wrong. Should have never happened. I mean,
come on, man. PR Sleep is different, bro.
I'd have went on Oprah. I'd have went on Barbara Walters. I would have went on a tour being completely apologetic and being like, I made a mistake in the heat of the moment, and that's no excuse for that. This is what I'm doing to make
But
sure
he
that
wasn't
never
ready.
happens
But
again.
sleep. But his character we've seen in going forward, how he's been rocking, wouldn't align with that, and it would have been. He would have looked like a hypocrite because he wasn't ready for that.
I feel that, but he needed to have better PR, or somebody needed to be in his ear. When you were that rich, you probably
somebody may have sleep, and he might have been like, "Fuck that, I ain't doing that."
Well, you know what? That's on him, and then that's why he's not as big as he could be. Chris Brown is fucking huge. Chris Brown,
he could have been.
He would have been.
That man had Wrigley's gum. He had Wrigley's gum. He had Picasso in his house.
Chris Brown could have been. There's an alternate place where Chris Brown is just as big as Beyonce. There's a universe somewhere where Chris Brown is just that big. I truly believe that.
All right,
that's one situation. There's a reason they took down his damn dance thing that he did for the tribute to Michael Jackson.
That stuff is still impacting his career today.
Facts.
Now, when it comes to regular black people, we don't cancel nobody. So black folks.
Canceling somebody. Let's get into Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion for our last topic.
Another nigga that handled this situation all wrong.
Sleepy, hold on. But before we get into it, Sleepy, PR Sleepy. I'm gonna call. You know what? We're gonna call PR Sleepy Sleeper. I want to know within 5 minutes, because we're right at an hour.
It'll be fast.
How would you break down if you were brought in? I need you to save Tory Lanez's career.
First thing I would have done, apologize for everything. I made a mistake. It shouldn't have happened. I would have taken a plea deal that would have got me no jail time. It would have gotten me probably some community service. I would have paid some fines, and that would have been it. You don't go to fucking trial if you don't fucking have to. But he was never apologetic, except for on the fucking phone call from jail. He was hella apologizing then.
That was more of a temperature check. We talked about that yesterday. I don't think that was apologetic. I think that was just a temperature check.
No, but
see what it was.
He literally gaslit Meg. Him being dressed up like he was in court in videos and shit, and I'm free and this, that, and the third. Like he did so much shit.
He did.
That, like he just knew he was gonna get off. You are a black man from Canada on trial in America, my nigga. I don't give. It's plenty of fucking innocent black men in jail on bullshit. If I know I did it, I'm not finna be on no bullshit.
Yeah,
I did it. This the thing. Meg never pressed charges against him. People was mad at Meg. The state of California pursued that case. Meg lied from the get-go because she didn't want a black man to go to jail. And knowing that Meg had did that, and for me to still gaslight her and for to turn folks against her, I think was bullshit. Like that's why I really didn't like the nigga. I'm like, that's some bitch shit to me. And if a nigga, and I just didn't like it. I always felt like he did it. And I mean, I get the bad rep on the podcast sometimes because I'm super pro woman. And I'm like always, I believe women. Nigga, I believe women. Niggas is fucked up. As a former fucked up nigga, I believe women. I believe the fuck out of women because niggas is trifling. We are. Now we can mature and become less trifling, but that don't mean the trifling shit that we did back in the day ain't still happening now. Nigga, if I was a fucking rapper, I would have been doing all type of wild shit, and I know it. If I was 20 and a rapper, nigga, ain't no telling what I'd be doing. That's why the Lord didn't do that for me. He said, we're not gonna do that. You get you a degree and become a family man, nigga. You don't need that. I want you to live and see 42. Because if you become a rapper,
3 years. You said 3 years I'll be dead, right?
So me and Sleepy, we came to total debate on this because again, we got. Let me do this real quick. Let me do this. On the previous podcast, I made the statement. We're talking about Tory Lanez that Doja is probably mad right now.
And I probably shouldn't have said that because Doja, he was very political with what he said. He never said that that nigga was innocent, but he also never said that he was guilty. So to me, that's just you saying he's innocent. So I put words in his mouth, and I shouldn't have done that. That was wrong. Doja would like to clear the air about his thoughts on Tory Lanez.
Sleeper PR. Not, like I feel like his actions definitely provoked everything that happened. You can't be in a vehicle or in a drunken whatever heightened situation emotionally and tell two alpha women that I had sex with y'all both. I feel like this case was wild from the jump because it pretty much was set in stone what all happened until shit started coming out left and right about what was and what wasn't. Me and Sleepy went on detail about what I thought happened. Obviously, he went on detail what he thought happened. And I feel like the right verdict was made. I feel like there's other people that should have been guilty as well. And I feel like at the end of the day, there really should be a light shine on, like, listen, finding people to bring them to court to actually talk about what happened. I mean, we seeing it live with YSL right now. They find the motherfuckers left and right to come to trial, but you can't find a driver, you can't find the bodyguards, you can't find, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't think find a bodyguard, but I say all that to say, like, yes, believe women. And I don't know who's coming to sleep. I don't know who's coming to sleep. He left and right telling him he's not. He's the whatever for pushing for women. I feel like, you know, a woman's voice should be heard amongst all times. But yeah, I think that was a clown case from jump, like, because of just how many different ways it could have went. I feel like there's more people involved. I feel like Kelsey definitely should be sitting behind bars as well. But again, I mean, you go into detail on that for another day. I ain't gonna hold a whole show for that because I mean the shit is done. I feel like Sleepy needs to go into PR. I've told him this years and years ago. He laughs at me, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like the breakdown of how Tory Lanez's career goes from here is gonna be funny to watch in live time because I'm sure he's gonna try to come back with something. But
he can't. His career is affected.
No, I'm just saying though, if you're sentenced to 20 years, what else can you say? You see what I'm saying?
Even
like
5 is effectively over because then you're getting deported as well.
That shit crazy.
It's the felony. The problem was he could have been cop.
But then also too,
get a felony,
can't
come back to the country.
This also is a form of showing how male ego can take over. Because again,
I agree.
If I am, let's say I'm Tory Lanez, right? Let's say what happened. Let's say Sleepy. Let's say I call Sleepy. I call Daryl. Y'all don't really know what happened. Y'all know something happened, but y'all like, Doja, what's up? I'm like, yo, we gotta drop a mixtape. I would hope that I would have niggas in my circle to be like, no, we not dropping no fucking mix. Nigga, if you don't get I'm gonna set up a live. I'm gonna ask you questions, and you finna just apologize. We're not fucking doing mixtape. We're not doing no videos with Lil Baby. We're not doing no subliminal shits. Like, they're using lyrics against you, my nigga. Like, why did you think that was a good idea?
Listen, man, this whole thing of what men like to do, black men, white men, whatever, we like to introduce shit into the bowl that ain't got shit to do with what we cooking. Them introducing that Meg fucked this person and that person and all that, that ain't got nothing to do with who shot her in the goddamn foot, bro. Like, this is why I knew that Tory Lanez was gonna lose. The defense didn't bring any evidence to say that he didn't do it. They just threw a bunch of shit in the soup that didn't have nothing to do with that. I would hope that my defense lawyer, if I really didn't do it, could bring some motherfuckers in there to be like, hey, we gotta We had a forensics person for this. We did this for that. We took a lie detector for this. Like, I'm like, nigga, I've been watching Love Law and Order to see that.
I didn't like the fact that things were brought up about her intimate past with other individuals.
They tried to ruin her character.
Like that part was just sad. It was like this has nothing to do with if she slept with one man or 100 men. This has nothing to do with any of that.
But you know who do that though? You know who do that? Who does that? And this is why I didn't like it. That's what white folks do to us when we get in trouble. Mm-hmm. They want to bring up some shit that happened in 6th grade, and he got
not even we in trouble. If something happens to us,
yeah. And I'm like, if we hate that it happens to us, why would you do it to somebody else?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, we throw that shit out in the media because media's gonna eat up negativity. Negative shit will go viral before positive shit every fucking time. If it's 15 fucking things viral, 5 of them gonna be positive. The other fucking 10 are gonna be negative as fuck. That's just how it goes. Right? And those types of things get the clicks. It's all about getting the clicks. We need people to shit. We asking y'all to like and subscribe to us, and we talking about the shit still. So obviously, people eating it up. But anyway, man, I'ma always feel bad about a black man in jail because jail is some bullshit. But if you do some bullshit, you might have to go and be in some bullshit for a while till you get your stuff together. So that's the reason why I watched Eyes. My father had me watch Eyes. I said, nope, jail ain't for me. Not going to jail, nigga, I'm good. Let me read some books. So Adebisi, if y'all ever seen Eyes, Adebisi, was enough to teach me that at 5'8", at that time, like 150 pounds, jail wasn't gonna be for me. I was gonna end up in jail for life for killing somebody because niggas wasn't fit to keep playing with me, or an Adebisi nigga was gonna try to get my ass, and I was like, no, not gonna do it.
Yeah,
don't give a fuck how tough I am.
Big face.
Not gonna do it. So Tory Lanez.
In all reality, I want to say big ups to Sleep turning 42. Listen, man, like I think at 40, I appreciate life a lot more, and I think it's a real thing when someone is able to come from where we come from, where he come from. You know, he speak on his own background, but me giving him his roses, you giving you your roses, Sleep, just to know that, like, yeah, from where you came from to where you are, bro.
That's
like
real. That's real.
So, like, where you are physically, where you are mentally, just where you are emotionally, and how you've progressed. A lot of people can't say that. A lot of people is down bad mentally. A lot of people is physically not with us anymore, or in jail or worse. So to know that you're here, married, beautiful daughter. Shout out to Aria and Amber for coming through and kicking it at Now's birthday party. Them glasses on Lil Bitty is beautiful, brother. I tried to hug Aria. She was like, no. I'm like, cool. No means no. When every time it means no, Aria. No hug from me. Okay? So shout out to you, man. Happy birthday, bro.
I appreciate that. I honestly can say it's all about your mindset and who you surround yourself with. I surrounded myself with, I think we are still friends, a really great group of people in college.
It was just me.
Because I mean, when I first got to college, I was still wearing jerseys and jabots and still I'm gonna hold on to hood me forever. These niggas gonna have to deal with, but just because you put a shirt and tie don't mean you a different person.
It was me.
If you fucking work in the corporate America, you have to look like you work in corporate America. So, you know. So real talk. I was just surrounded by good people.
I'm good people.
Yes, you're a good person now, Doja.
That's right.
I appreciate you.
That's right.
God damn.
Man,
I give you all the credit, Doja.
You should.
Well, we gonna wrap another episode of Just Posted.
Fucking Jesus. Oh God.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Fellas, where can everybody hit y'all up online to get in touch with y'all?
Hit me up at Gotta Go to Sleep. Hit me up at Gotta Go to Sleep. every
Yo, they
comment.
only saw these outtakes for the commercials and shit, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
we did a commercial too.
Yeah, no, it's been put up this week. It's just funny.
Shout
that
out
all
to
the
our
outtakes
commercial.
come.
You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, listen,
Hey,
hit me
we
up and gotta go
appreciate
to
y'all.
sleep. Hit me up and gotta go to sleep. GOTTASLEEP 2.
God damn. Okay. Dojas is on the screen if you're watching. If you're not watching, it's at D_O_S_I _A. He gave my socials, but he misspelled it. So
I did.
if you want to follow me on anything, it's GOTTA.
I was like, gotta sleep to eat to survive in a day like today.
Oh God. Hey, and
Oh man.
I will say this. This is the first time on the podcast, which is why I'm probably still woke. Well, I only drank water because I drank a lot this weekend and I need to get my life back together because I got to go to work in the morning. So, GOTTAGO, the number 2, SLEEP on Instagram. Same thing on Twitter with a little underscore at the end. Yeah, fuck with us, man. Please like, share, and subscribe if y'all see this on your social media. And man, Happy New Year. Because I'm rude as fuck. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah,
Those
I
guys
was saying that, like, as far as the new year, man, quick resolutions. Quick resolutions is to clean up my eating habits, and to also get a little bit more focused in the gym, not just to go, but to focus and get some actual results. Financially, to improve from where I was, and then mentally to tap in probably twice a month versus once a month with a therapist. That's my breakdown.
I guess if I had to, I didn't really think anything, but health is super important. So I need to get back in the gym. I'm not in horrible shape, surprisingly, because I really don't work out like I should. But hey, I'm holding, but I can be better. So I'm trying to be shirtless for no reason this summer. I'm gonna do
Hoochie Daddy season, baby. Shorts is gonna be way above the knees. I just want y'all to know that. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. All right, I've been getting a lot of replies when I put me and my dog up on Instagrams. Okay, me and my dog had the slim fit chinos and the floral shirts, baby. That's how we come in all summer. Listen, I don't know who's in your cool records or whatever, but listen, bro, we wear slim fit chinos. We wear floral polos. Okay, my shorts are gonna be very disrespectful this summer. Deal with it.
All right.
I might not wear socks.
I don't even know what to say at this point. So we're gonna end this podcast, y'all.
Yeah, we are out.
Happy New Year, good people.
All that good stuff.
Happy New Year. Hoochie Daddy season. Get ready now. I'm being
my God.
everyday party. Okay.